Yeah, it's
Okay.
red.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, the object of the game is to destroy your opposite element's mana pool that's in the middle. So water has to kill fire, fire kills water, and earth and air kill each other. You can only damage the centerpiece with your opposite color. So the only way for fire to lose is if the water gets to it and kills it first. And on each of the turns, you get 5 resources to begin with, and every turn thereafter, it's 3. The resources you use to place down a tile, which your character can walk on. Move is 1 resource, and also killing the other player's tiles takes as many resources as the number of tile that's placed on the board. So, well, if you go first, I'll explain. First go move. So you have 5 resources to first move. Okay, so in order to move, you have to have a color of your tile on the board. So you first have to lay down a tile, and you can lay down whatever number you want, up to 5.
What's the difference?
The number is basically how many hit points the tile has to be destroyed. So if you lay a 3, it would cost someone else 3 resources to destroy that tile.
How many resources does it cost you?
As the number,
Okay, so basically this would cost me 1 resource.
So you probably want to hide. That's your first tile, which is the most weak.
yes. So you have 1. And you can lay as many tiles, huh?
I can lay more than 1 tile?
Yes. You can pretty much waste all your resources in 1 turn. And moving is 1 resource. And you can, but you can also save resources for the next turn if you want to.
Not this turn.
So that's a
These
colored
colored
tile.
ones are permanents, so you can't lay over them, and you can only move in them if you're that color. Yes.
In that case,
Can I destroy fire tiles?
Yes. Okay. The question mark. When you land on them, you have to use them. So like if you say you're going to use 3 resources this turn, but 2 was to get here, you'd cross it, automatically end your turn, and you'd play one of these, and it goes in the order from first to last. And every turn it'll go down to the next one. But if you have 9 saved up when you land on it, you can spend 9 and get a catastrophe card, which are these, and they're like super power-ups. And you can save them or use them right away. But when you use them, it has to be at the beginning of your turn before you spend any resources.
So his turn is done. I get 5.
Yes. And there's one thing, in order to lay down your own color tiles, there has to be a straight path back to mana. So say
tiles anywhere.
they have to be connected to mana.
If the path is broken, what happens?
If the path is broken, you have to rebuild it back from mana pool, back up to your avatar.
So you have to move all the way back.
No, the avatar is only there when you're challenging and destroying other people's tiles, or when you're trying to like destroy their heart.
Okay.
So it's like, say for instance, this is broken. He can still challenge and say if a green tile is here, he can challenge and destroy the green tile, but he cannot lay any more red until the red tile is back to the mana pool.
Okay. And he doesn't have to be adjacent to that tile to lay it down, or does he have to be adjacent to it to
No.
lay it? Okay.
It's as long as there's a clear path back to here, you can lay down another tile anywhere that's connected to your mana path.
Okay. Got it.
So it's basically saying your mana pool is where your resources come from.
So I'm gonna lay down 3 to put 1 here.
Yes.
And I'm not moving. So I still
So you
end my
can
turn
save
with
it.
2, and then it's your turn.
Yes. So that means on your next turn, you get 3 more plus your 2 saved up, so you have 5 when you start your next turn.
Okay.
So I would have 5 to start off with. I'm going to 1, 2, spend 2, and then save the rest of it.
There's my 5. Spend 1 to and then I will spend 1 to and I'm done.
Okay. So you gain 3.
So these ones, the tiles in your mana path get plus 1 hit point. Happens if I get to the question mark this turn.
Yes. If you land on the question mark this turn, you replace all your tiles that are connected back to main pool
There's a Java.
by the one that's the next tile. But if it's a 5, just don't change it, leave it as 5.
Right.
Does it actually? Would we have to rewrite it in C sharp? C. Objective-C? You think?
Well, in this game, this
But that
is
means
free
we have to
space.
redo
So you don't have to lay a tile.
audio.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so it would cost me 1 to then
Yes.
take which point in time?
They would get replaced.
Are you playing?
I think after we get a good demo, we should look at all the pieces, like individually.
Okay. So I take 3 pieces.
Now this, since you used it, goes down to the next one. So the next person to land on it would get 2.
Okay. So if I spend one to make that. 1, 2, 3 to use here. Use 3, need 2.
Now pick your turn. So start your next one, you'd have 3.
Okay. Your turn.
So I gain 3.
Oh, that's it.
And
That's the little thing.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to save up all mine and use your turn.
So I get 3 more.
Yes.
And I can just keep building on the end of that chain. If I
Yeah.
want to.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm doing. But
3 at the beginning of my turn.
so I have to
Neither
get
do
to
the rest of
so I have
us.
to get to the middle to basically beat
Yeah.
her up.
So
You-
what
since
happens
Earth-
when I get to the middle?
Okay. For fire, you have to get into this square since that's the entry point to the blue, and then you can attack my heart. And in the strategy version, the heart has 7 health each.
Okay.
So the
basically,
first to
we see
kill the
starts at
heart
7.
wins.
Okay. And if I place tiles like here, can you go through them?
Yes,
I have to
kill
destroy them,
first.
lay mine down, and then move through them.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
So like fire has to get here, earth has to get here, air's here, and water has to get to this one.
In that case, let's see. I'm going to spend all 5 of my resources. Alright. Your turn, Leah.
Okay. Hardcore. Spooky. So I get 3 resources. I end up with 6.
Yep.
I don't have anything I in particular want to do, so I can just pass the turn on to you.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to get 3 and save up past you. It's strategy.
Strategy.
And there's one other rule.
What's
If
the little thing over there say? All enemy.
Any tiles adjacent to your mana path take 1 hit point damage.
so, if you were to get like right here and then move up there, if any of our tiles were touching your chain back to your heart,
I.e. his.
yes, would take 1 point damage. So if you had your greens, say here, 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 and you landed on it, these 2 would take 1 point damage, and these 2 would get destroyed, since they only have 1.
See.
And then one rule with the question marks, say for his turn, he was here, he can't spend resources to go forward and back and land on the same one that he was just on. He would have to move to another question mark or spend 2 turns going off and then coming back on.
Okay.
Okay.
Because otherwise it would be cheating, you can always get them.
Yeah. And you said you spend 9?
9 to get these cards.
Okay. And what sort of stuff do they do?
One of them makes it so that, yeah, so we can look at them right now.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one, each of them have the same effect, just for each element, they're different names. So, tornado, since you had a yellow right here for air,
Okay.
you can use it, and starting from this point,
Yeah.
you would select 5 in a consecutive chain, so you can go 1, 2, 3, or since these are going to count as a free space, just skip over them. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all those in that chain would be completely destroyed.
Nice.
And if you were to cut off one of the people, so if you destroyed those 5, he would have nowhere to go. He would have to go back to start
Okay.
and rebuild everything. The next one is Gale. That would reduce every one of the opponent's tiles, so all 3 of these colors, to 1 hit point for only your turn. So you can easily break through all the blockades. So if all these were 5s,
Yeah.
you could easily break through all of them in your turn
Nice.
as long as you had resources saved up. That's where strategy comes in.
Okay.
You'd save up for resources, use it at the beginning of your turn, and break through everyone's blockades.
Okay.
And when it goes to my turn after that, they would go all back up to the regular amount they were.
Okay, unless I destroyed them.
Yes, and Jetstream is basically like a bolster, so buffs all of your pieces connected to your mana pool by 2. And then also, you would select the number of tiles on the field equal to the number of tiles in your chain, and delete or damage those tiles by 1.
Okay. So it's like a chain reaction sort of
Yes.
one.